Hi friends, good afternoon. I won't keep you too much away from your momos and lunch. I'll just take 10 minutes. So yeah, last week we completed 14 years of Wow Momo. I started in 2008 with just 30,000. Appro- I think in the next month we should be opening our 500 stores. So yeah, exciting times ahead. Have seen a lot, have learned a lot. When I started this business, there was nothing known as Startup India, Stand Up India. There was nothing known as food tech. There was nothing known as funding. When I was out of college at the age of 21, it was all about entrepreneurship. And today, we talk about fintech, food tech, we talk about tech, we talk about crypto, we talk about X, Y, Z. It's a whole new, what should I say, ecosystem that we're talking about. Today is a time and age where I'm sitting here and, addressing a tech conference, right? But yeah, I think in these 14 years, I've realized one thing to sum up my 14 years is that life of an entrepreneur is all about learning, relearning, inventing, reinventing, and reinventing. And you have to know what to do at the right time. And I think that's very important. Life of an entrepreneur is, there are days when, I've been so happy, I've not slept. And then there have been days when I've been so sad, so depressed, I felt like giving up and I've not slept. So basically, I've not slept, but then your dreams should be so big that they don't allow you to sleep. So I'm blessed. But yeah, one thing I've learned is when times are tough, or when times are good, or when times are average, you have to keep moving. So when times are very good, you should run. When times are average, you should walk. When times are very bad, you just can't, you're like, I'm finished, I'm over, it's all over. And it's happened to me so many times in the last 14 years. Don't stop. I've crawled. So keep moving is the key. And that's what happened when COVID came last year to a business like ours, which was largely offline, largely consumer driven, physical stores. We were unprepared for the situation, and preparedness was the key. And I think that's what distinguishes entrepreneurs from, an X, Y, or Z. So it's the test of your agility. It's the test of, how you can reinvent, how you can simplify things, and how you can hold fort. Like they say, there's a difference between response and reaction. Reaction is impromptu, but response is with a thought. And I think a lot of direction to this response comes from tech. So people talk about food tech, but mere online sales is not food tech. That's one thing I've realized. In today's day and age, right from the way the ingredient is prepared, right from way the food is prepared, right from the consumer experience. Tech has been a major disruption in every sphere. Imagine us making 5 lakh momos a day with hand to us now moving to making 2 lakh momos in a day with machines. So what 500 people could do, 50 people can do with the same precision. Imagine you going to an ATM, which is anytime Momo, and getting a Momo vending machine serving you momos where you see hands moving like robots and giving you a Momo. And not just a coffee vending machine, not just a beverage vending machine, but a Momo vending machine. Imagine, your robotic steamers, which can blast steam 500 pieces of momos in exactly 5 minutes. Imagine a fryer which exactly, if it's a veg momo or a paneer momo or a chicken momo, knows to fry for 1 minute 20 seconds or 1 minute 40 seconds. I think that's been technology. Using technology to make the food more convenient, more efficient for the consumer, that's what real food tech is for me. We all talk about dark kitchens, cloud kitchens, X, Y, Z. For me, it's always been a mystery. Ultimately, a kitchen is a kitchen. It's how you serve, what you serve, and how you give it to the end consumer and make him or her feel wow. And I think I've always admired brands like Domino's, KFC, Pizza Hut, brands that have come from abroad to India. And in our envision to, be an Indian brand going global, going from India to abroad someday, I think one thing I've really admired about them is that, for me, Domino's is my favorite brand. It's a role model brand. I don't think they make the best momos, the best pizzas, but they definitely give you the most consistent pizzas, and that's what matters. Consistency is the key. And for that consistency, tech is the key. And technology, right from the point of production to the point of sale, to the point of you engaging with your consumer. I mean, we talk about CRM where, today you have to come and key in your number and you exactly can track the last 5 orders. My staff can tell you, hi sir, hi ma'am, how was your experience in Hoskars Village the other day? Or how was your experience in, say, Prabha Devi in Bombay? But more than that, we are now working on a technology where you don't have to key in numbers anymore. We're talking about technologies where it's all about, your face, the camera actually doing face identification. Where you come in front of the POS, you don't even have to give your number, but they know who you are. That's called knowing your customer. That's the power of technology. Now, everywhere we hear so much of noise about tech. What's important is to use the right technology at the right time in the right place. So for us, when COVID happened, we were doing our business literally came down to 1/10. We were a 20 crore business that came down to less than 2 crores. And, you have 3,000 employees, you don't know how to pay them salaries, your stores are shut, your small screen is your office, you're locked up in a room, it's very depressing. Only 18% of our business was delivery business then. So it was the time to adopt technology, to make that technology usable and to reach the consumer, because somewhere we felt, if we've built a brand in the last 10 years, in a decade, and in this decade, if we have consumer data and we have consumer insight, and we've built consumer trust, how can we use this data, insight, and trust to go out there and reach the consumer if the consumer can't reach us? This was March of 2020. Come April 22, we're at a 40 crore revenue a month, where almost, I think, 22 crores is delivery, where we are more than 50% of delivery business. From an 80,000 orders a month prior to COVID, it's now more than 10 lakh orders a month. So that's called, being agile, using technology in the right manner, being adaptive. We were working on enhancing Momo shelf life from 1 day, 2 days to maybe 5 days. COVID gave us time, gave us a pause. I think during COVID, we all were in a rat race. It gave us a breather. It gave us a pause. We worked on the technology without preservatives. How do we take the same Momo from a 1 day shelf life, 2 day shelf life to a 9-month shelf life? And today we have packaged momos, which every momo gets into a cavity, into a tray, where that tray, the momos are made by the machine, enters the tray with robotic arms, gets into the combi oven, comes out, gets into a IQF, comes out and gets packed. So the first person to touch the momo with the hand is the consumer. That's hygiene. Health, hygiene, happiness. We've used technology for that. So for us, that is real food tech, and the times going forward, right from the way you want your masala, the 0.5 mm or the 0.115 mm of your masala to getting the dough of, say, a 5 diameter or a 6 diameter, to having your chicken or your vegetables cut from 1 inch to 5 inches, to packing that in a particular manner, to it being counted through cameras and not through hands, through it being packed through robotic arms, getting into a cold vehicle where temperature is completely tracked so that there are no fluctuations, to it reaching your store, when it enters your store, automated refrigerator, your refrigerator weight goes up, your refrigerator counting goes up, which hits your POS directly. You don't have to manually count how many momos enter the refrigerator. Your ERP and your POS will pick it up from there. To every button you press of a steam momo to be built, to a fryer, fried momo, the fryer, once it's getting fried, it's going to count that and match that with your button of the billing that you've done. Your entire business is automated to a way where leakages are avoided. For more importantly, forget leakages. Consistency is maintained, transparency is maintained, and life becomes easy. I mean, you're dealing with small items, multiples of them. That's technology, right from the point of production to the point of distribution to the point of sale to the consumer coming and placing an order. You take the consumer's number, you know how many times he or she has come. Moving from taking the consumer's number to, getting into that phase determination where, the consumer doesn't even have to talk. You know your customer inside out. That's real food tech for me. And lots more would happen. I mean, today we are looking at opening a store in Metaverse. You never know. I think with Elon Musk, someone whom I really admire, You would see Wow Momo maybe 5 to 7 years in Mars. That's technology. How do you make that Momo available in our Mars with the same taste, steamed in the right manner, and served to you when you go for a trip right up there? I think we are now working on a technology where ambient momos could be sold on flights. So yeah, I think if there's a will, there's a way. Technology has come a long, long way. That's my take on technology as an entrepreneur, how to use it like an enabler. Now, if I had to do this 5 years from now, I don't think I was ready. And that's why I keep saying, right thing at the right time. I see a lot of entrepreneurs who are completely sorted with the back end, but revenue is zero. Now, you can't make systems or you can't use technology in the right manner if you don't have volumes. And to get those volumes, you need to first get the right sale, the right product, the right audience for that product, build in the volumes, then work backwards, do the backward integration. It's a full journey, it's a process. McDonald's never became McDonald's in one day. McDonald's is owning farms. Today, we are talking about adopting farms. No one wants to own farms anymore. You adopt villages, you adopt farms, you create technology, create a criteria, you get your coriander produced in the right manner, you get your onions produced in the manner that you want to get that consistency, to get price benefits, to get product benefits, to get quality benefits. So the moat is very clear. It's all about, it's all about consistency, convenience, delivery, technology, and them implement in the right manner to scale your business and to grow. So today for me, my biggest co-founder is not my co-founders, or my biggest, I would say, asset in the business is not a human or not a resource. It's completely technology. Because whether I'm sleeping or whether I'm awake, whether I'm on a holiday or wherever I am, it's gotten to a process where it's non-human dependent to an extent. Where, human can make errors, but somewhere when we talk about artificial intelligence, it might be AI, but the chances of error are lower. So, like they say, fake it to make it. Maybe artificial is good. It works. So that's technology for us. And that's all I wanted to convey. At Wow Momo, we are known for health, hygiene, happiness. Like I said, we are known for spreading wowness now that we have Wow China and Wow Chicken. So I think we have some 4 vouchers here for 4 people who ask a question, because I want to make this a bit engaging. I want you to ask me a question about your service that you would want to, solve a problem for me, or maybe me asking you a question and knowing your service. So I want to just make this a bit engaging. We have an opportunity to have 4 questions. I exactly have another 4 minutes. Can we pass on the mic quickly? And you get a voucher. Yeah, we have someone there. You're 3 minutes away from your lunch and momos, I guess.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, myself Manoj, and I'm from the luggage industry. I'm basically taking care of the projects. So, might be my question is out of my forte, but still I got the question in my mind, and that's why I'm asking. Like, you are dealing with the food. As a customer, if I approach your store, I just enjoy the momo. Like, conventionally, we enjoy the momo on a stall earlier, before, before the launching of the Wow Momo and other franchises business. So my basic question is, like, in luggage industry, most of the time we face the defective pieces and all the customer feedbacks. Customer used to come to the store and just share ki there is the issue with the zip, there is the issue with the pocket. So the time frame in the dealing with that customer and make him re-happy once again, because first of all, while selling the product to the customer, we make him happy because he choose the product as per his likeness and convenience. But once if he feel any defect, he come to us again. We rectify it, or whatever the process. The same in the food industry. If I approach any Wow Momo store in any tier 2 city, not metro city, tier 2, tier 3 city, and if I feel something like in a marginal percentage, I'm not saying, but if I, as a customer, if I complain, so what procedure you are following? Like
See, for us, I somewhere get your question and I'll try and answer it. Thank you, Manoj, and we should have a voucher for Manoj. Basically, somewhere I feel customer is the king, and that's the thumb rule of business. Today, if the consumer says this is a white shirt and not black, I'll say, yeah, this is a white shirt, not black. Initially, satisfy him, make him happy, don't argue, serve him. Because for me, one good customer can get me 100 good customers. Our industry is the word of mouth, and today word of mouth has become word of social media. Again, tech has made it more bigger, correct? So for us, I think instant consumer gratification is very important. A lot of time, energy, effort goes there. So today, for a Wow Momo, we have a technology where anything spoken about Wow Momo in Insta, in LinkedIn, in social media, in Facebook, in Zomato, in Swiggy, in Google is tracked real time. And the response is in 1 hour's time. If it's a positive feedback, it's a customized response. But if it's a negative feedback, it's made more personalized. Then every customer complaint is categorized into different categories. So for example, it's a high priority category, it's a low priority category. Then you bucket customers into, the customers that have been lost, that have been lapsed, that are loyal, and then understand. So loyal, lapsed, and lost consumers are treated in a separate manner. Similarly, if you've got something in your food which should not be there, if it's a foreign object, it's very critical, right? So literally, the team will make effort to go to the customer, not wait for the customer to come back to you. Go to the customer's house or office, fix up a time, get in touch, make the customer feel special, give them food again, give them a flower bouquet, make them feel welcome for the next store, because we have to. The biggest celebrity for us is the consumer. Today, I don't think, I need a Shah Rukh Khan or a Salman Khan or a Virat Kohli to promote my brand. I think my consumer is my biggest celebrity. Even a store cutting of a new store is done by the consumer, and we celebrate him. We promote him on social media. We give him 1 full year the Momo free for that store. We put hoardings around that vicinity with his photo, make him feel like a celebrity. So I think that instant gratification is very, very important, and our industry allows us to do it. However, when we produce in bulk, there's something known as screening that is done. So every Momo goes into a screening where, if there is a foreign object, it will detect that. The size, the shape, everything is altered. I mean, brands like Domino's literally even check the size of a pizza at their store level, where we haven't got to. We want to get to. It's huge investment. We are working on it. But imagine we are working on a concept where at your store, when your Momo is being served to you, it's going to be scanned to something and served to you, where the consumer will also know what is the weight, what are the ingredients, what is the size, what is my portion. It's a screen that will tell you everything. So we are trying to work on that, and we want to make it transparent, because again, jo dikhta hai, wo bikta hai. Domino's, they literally scan every pizza through a scanner in every store. A picture is clicked, and if they feel that there's something wrong in that, it will not give you that tick mark to, serve it to the consumer. So if it has less capsicum, less chicken, you'll have to add on to it. So again, they have used artificial intelligence to make it more consistent. We want to make it to not just make it consistent, to also give the consumer that entire sense of hygiene. I mean, today, when at our stores, we literally take our consumers inside for a kitchen walk. Come and see what is there. And, no matter how good TVs you install to show them your kitchen, ultimately it's about transparency. So you'll never see a Wow Momo having a covered kitchen. You'll always see it's an open kitchen, it's an open kiosk. Even right here, you can go and see it's a completely open kiosk. So that's how it is. I think it's all about transparency. In your case, you'll have to put in standards of screening for the bag. Before it comes to the store also, you should know. When it goes to the consumer, there should be screening procedures so that the consumer knows what he's taking home. It's like self-checking. Yeah, quickly, there.
Hi. Hi. My question is to you. I am asking this question as a...
Yeah, got it. Sorry.
As a consumer, okay?
Yeah.
So today, people are more health conscious, okay? I heard about the technology you use, the process you involve. I did not get the how much calories you will intake or how much thing. You have the right mix of technology and processes in place. Why don't you add more items in your cart, and that will multi-scale your business is what I would like to understand.
So if you put it on the menu, it's difficult. But if you go to any of our airport outlets now, you will see a booklet which you can ask for at the store, and you'll exactly know what calorie, whether it's fat-free or a lot of free fat that you have in your food. So we call steam momos healthy food. We call the fried and the pan-fried wealthy food. We don't call it unhealthy food. But if you go to any of the airport stores, as a pilot, we are running it where you'll exactly know what calories it has. And I think by the first week of October, you will see in every store a booklet which will exactly give you what you want, what you not want. So as per the FSSI, you're supposed to have that booklet. We have that booklet in place, working to make it more granular. Maybe online, it could be more specified. But to put an app, everything, where what ingredients every item would have is very difficult. It makes it look very cluttered. Even the menu looks very cluttered. So we have a separate booklet which you can check. But yeah, I mean, when we launched Wow Chicken, we were very vocal about it that, it's zero MSG. It's no MSG. Wow Chicken competing with one of my role model brands, which is 100% MSG. Similarly, no chicken skin, very vocal about it. Similarly, when we launched packaged momos, no MSG, no preservatives. So I think we've been very vocal about it. One of the very few brands that talk about health, hygiene, happiness. I think it's again to do with the power of youth. We are all young guys wanting to, be the future or see the change that we want to see and do it that way. But I think it's very, very important to be transparent and vocal.
So is your chicken halal?
Absolutely, 100%, 1000%.
The message did not came out.
So in every store, you will see a halal certificate, which is already there in the store. So you can ask the store manager for a halal certificate also.
I'm thinking that they should promote it rather than asking for it.
See, honestly, we would not want to promote it because, and I'm being very candid here without getting into nitty-gritty, we would not want to promote it because, see, today, whether it is halal or whether it's non-halal, right? I think it goes through a procedure which is hygienic. For us, having it halal is not with the religious sentiment. For us, having it halal is because it's more scientific, it's more cleaner, it's more better, which even you know, right?
Correct.
It's got more preservatives. So today, when I am a responsible food brand, I'm expected to serve that halal. And if someone wants a certificate, I would have it. But I would never promote it in that way that, it is halal, because I'm not just catering to non-veg customers, I'm catering to veg customers. Now, veg has no concept of it being halal. What I will promote is health, hygiene, happiness. And in every plate of Momo, you will see that stamp. That stamp that we call it as our gesture of, quality certifying it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, this is
One voucher for him, please. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, sir. This is Samiksha, and I'm from Reliance. I have got some question out of the box. So, as you said, your objective is the happiness and to serve the customer, right? And hygiene. More emphasis was on the hygiene. We being Indian, we keep on developing taste over a time and the period, and we keep on trying the things. And all the food industries are trying something on the other new every day. So as we are converting to the tech-based, food development and everything, we already have a predefined menu already into the hand. But what if we try to achieve the customized menu and everything? So do you think we will be able to achieve the 100% automation? And how you are going to maintain the hygiene about the same? Because that is something we need to think about.
See, customization so our industry has different segments. One is called a fine dine, one is on a casual dine, one is called quick service restaurant, then you have cloud kitchen, then you have kiosk. Now, if I take the the latter three, which is your kiosk, cloud kitchen, and QSR, it's largely a cut, copy, paste model where you don't really customize, right? Your processes are set. It's about scale. It's about, maintaining consistency. It's about the hygiene where more focus is given on the product and the audience for that product. And it's like, keeping completely focused on what you're doing. And when you repeatedly do something, you just become better and better and better. And that's the mode that we follow, right? Now, when you talk about customization, it can be done in a casual dine or a fine dine restaurant because, again, it's chef dependent there. It's made on a case-to-case basis. In our cases, we see many pregnant women who come, like we have a brand called Wow China. We don't give MSG in that. So we actually figured out from a research that pregnant women have a craving for Indianized Chinese or Desi Chinese. So we did a full campaign around it where we showed pregnant women having it, and you don't have to customize it. It's already there inbuilt in the product category. So if we feel something is already inbuilt, we promote that. But customization to make it less spicy, more spicy in QSR is difficult because, ultimately the palate is subjective to X, Y, Z. We don't add chili separately. We don't add any masala separately. But yeah, it's possible in casual dine and fine dine. However, there is a model that is working on something like a fresh menu, where you make it fresh, but it's QSR. Something like a bowls that is done, I think, by Rebel Foods and maybe a Swiggy, where they have a couple of brands where, it's real time made fresh, ingredients are different, added on fresh. There you can do some customization if you have it put in your options of, I want less capsicum or I want more onions, etc. Slightly it could be done, but not completely possible. Not meant for QSR, to be honest. It's not even expected to be meant for QSR in that way. But yeah, I mean, some restaurants do have the option of pre-ordering. So if you want to pre-order, say, something with not an XYZ, some restaurants do take that. We take it in our stores. We do take pre-orders 24 hours in advance because it's made in the central kitchen on a daily basis. But we only do it when it comes with a confirmation of an order and with an advance. And at the same price, no extra charges for that. Yeah.
Hi, Sagar.
I think this will be the last one.
Yeah, this is the last one.
Yeah.
See, my question is like, what is the strategy that you are diversifying into Wow China and Wow Chicken? So isn't it that, see, as a customer, if I come, I see 3 outlets of you and I will go into only one. So is it not, the same customers are scattered across these 3, something like that?
So I'll tell you what, very, very good question. Rather, I wanted to address it when I spoke. What the advent of technology has also done, you can sit down. What the advent of technology has also done is that, post-COVID, delivery has become more of a necessity. Someone like my father who used to never use an app, today orders and says, "Dekho, 7 minutes mein aa gaya, 8 minutes mein aa gaya." He's happy, he's excited, right? I think what COVID has done is that, it's made online consumption at home more viable, more easy, right? Now, other industries talk about market share. Now, we, as Wow, talk about owning share of the stomach. So we feel, and it's a known fact, that the food service industry is one of the fastest growing consumer industries, right? Like I always say, health, hygiene, happiness. Now, for us, it's about owning share of the stomach of these industries. There's a belly expansion happening in the country. We want to own that belly expansion part of the country. So today, if you want to eat a Chinese, it's a Wow. You want to eat a chicken, it's a Wow. You want to eat a Momo, it's a Wow. We want to bring you to us more often. You will not eat a Momo every day. So you will maybe come to me once a week, maybe twice a month. But today, when I have a Wow Momo, Wow China, or a Wow Chicken, you will come back to me for different cuisines because of the belly expansion happening in the country. So we want to own that, that share of the stomach, which is very important. That's the mantra, that's the focus that we have. And that's why for us, Wow is the brand. Wow Momo is a vertical. Wow China is a vertical. Wow Chicken is a vertical. But the brand remains Wow. It's very difficult to build multiple brands in the country. But when you know what your brand stands for health, hygiene, happiness. Brand stands for wowing the customer. Different verticals. And when we migrated now to FMCG, it's the same thing. For us, it was about serving your favorite meal to you in quick time. With FMCG, it's about your favorite food with you all the time. So between your Zoom calls, if you want to have a quick bite, you can't replace Maggi in the country. We all have grown up with Maggi. What can be the next best replacement to Maggi? A 2-minute instant Momo. So that's the thesis behind it. We feel Wow is the brand. We don't see cannibalization happening because, like you mentioned, there are 3 stalls of mine. Today, if I don't exist with a Wow China, there is a Chinese competitor existing. I am replacing him. So today also when I'm there in malls, there is the Chinese brand already. I'm competing with him for share of the stomach. So why compete with him? Why not create my own niche there when I know I have my niche there? That's it. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much.